I witajcie, jestem Hebi, witam z kolejnym odcinku z naszej serii z Game of Thrones. W tym odcinku musimy jeszcze dokupić jedną rzecz do naszego przebrania złotych płaszczy. No panie.
Good day, my lord. What can I do for you?
Good day to you. I'd like to inquire about having some armor forged.
Very well, my lord. What sort of armor will you be needing?
A city watch breastplate and helm.
That's not usually my job, my lord. The gold cloaks have their own armor smith.
Yes, I know. It's just that I lost mine, and the commander is bound to punish me if I go back without them. To be honest, I'd prefer it if this job stayed between the two of us.
Certainly. I can arrange that for you. But a special order such as this will come at a
Jest
much
złoty smok.
higher price. It's going to cost you a golden dragon. But for this price, your breastplate will be the envy of all. It will be gilded with a finish worthy of the greatest of men.
I don't need any gilding. I'm just asking you for a standard city watch breastplate. Are you trying to swindle me? Careful. I could always come back here with my friends and do a little inspection.
An inspection? Yes. Come to think of it, I can make you a breastplate and a helm which look a lot like those of your friends for a very reasonable price. Let's say 156 silver stags.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Muszę iść posprzedawać jakieś rzeczy. Bo kurczę... No bieda w kraju, chleb z serem i ogólnie bardzo nieładnie. Tego nie posprzedaję. Chociaż... Garbasz. Sprzedaj. A czekajcie. Może ja najpierw bym zobaczył. Tak na szybkości mój ekwipunek. To jest 44,50. Chyba logiczne. Co wezmę? Ta szabla się nie umywa. Dobra, resztę mogę sprzedać, ja nie walczę z łuku ani ten. Ale muszę sobie pokupować te... Okej. A jak to się nazywa? Właśnie te lecznicze gówna, które mi pomogą. A to jest złotych płaszczy. Tych złotych płaszczy nie mogę sprzedać. Bo ty i tak tu nie masz. Ja i tak nie walczę przy pomocy tego. Ale to ja co nie będę zmieniał hełmu. Lannistera. 6 złotych smoków. Kata i Liana Payna. To musi być jakieś, wiecie... takie... O. Jak to się... no. Takie elitarne. Okej. O, już mamy tyle kasy, że spokojnie. Możemy szaleć. Okej. Jeszcze szaleć. No ja bym szaleć nie szalał. Do takich szczegółów. Sprzedaj. Ale teraz zostaw. Kolczego najemnika sprzedaj. Spodnie też może sprzedać. Skórzane buty. Skórzane karwasze. Karwasz twarz. Jak to się mówi. Wszystko, czego nie noszę, mogę posprzedawać. No już mam 2 złote smoki. Easy. Okej. Okej, dobra. To teraz mogę do niego wrócić. Mogę do tego gościa wrócić i kupić ten... ten...
Good to see you again, my lord. Have you decided
Tak.
to buy the breastplate and the helm this time?
Here's your money. Please get the equipment ready for me as soon as you can.
I'll get to work on your order right away. It'll be ready before you know it. Here's your equipment, my lord. Good day to you.
Okej, mam wszystko.
The helm has been taken care of.
Dobra, to możemy się przebrać. Złotych płaszczy. Okej.
This is where I stop. From this point forth, you're on your own. Be very careful once you're inside. Pry
Domyślam
as much
się.
information from the guards inside as you can. While you're infiltrating this place, I'm going to inform Lord Halton of our progress. I will be back shortly. Then I'll return here to await your arrival. Good luck, Sir Alistair.
Przyda się to bardzo. Słowa to wiatr, Tyrion Lannister. No te cytaty się powtarzają, mogliby umieścić więcej tych cytatów z książek chociażby. A mam tu jakiś cel? Nie.
It's hopeless. With all the lashes this bastard is taking, he won't live to see another day. What's the matter?
You were speaking of wages just now. I want in.
We're wagering on how long that bastard lockdown there is going to last. There's quite a number of us in, so we've gathered a tidy little sum so far.
I see.
If you want in, ask Captain Karen. He's by the dungeon entrance. I wagered 8 coins that the louse in the dungeon
Okay.
buys it the day after tomorrow.
Zbierajmy kasę. Te inne rzeczy. Oby no.
Come on, it's a bit of fun. The prisoner couldn't care less, you know. He's going to die anyway. We may as well try and make a bit of money from his death.
O, pojawiłem się nagle.
I heard there were wages being taken on the prisoner.
Yes, my friend here is taking part in a little game. He and his friends are wagering on the murderer locked up down there. All the others are dead. He's the only one left.
We're not abusing him or anything. We're just wagering on when we think he'll die. It's no skin off his nose as far as I can see. If you want to get a bet in, you'll have to ask Sir Karen.
Okej, nie wiem czy ja mam z nimi wszystkimi rozmawiać.
Hey, you. Don't I know you?
Maybe. My friends tell me I have a pretty common face.
Yeah. Well, what do you want?
I want to place a wager on this prisoner too.
That's great. The more the merrier.
I want to see what I'm putting my money on first though.
Go ahead. If he's dead, let me know immediately.
To jest naprawdę dobre. Ampry.
No! His clothing. It carries the crest of Sarwick. All that effort. And for what?
Czy jednak?
No! I can't believe it. Perhaps it's someone else. A servant. Anybody. Wait. What's this? A letter.
Teraz przeczytam. Mój drogi Gałęzie, który kiedyś stwierdziłeś, że słońce staje, gdy mnie nie ma w pobliżu. W kopercie znajdziesz pukiel moich włosów. Mam nadzieję, że przyniesie ci on powodzenie w podróży i tym samym przyspieszy twój powrót. Tymczasem niech będzie dla ciebie pamiątką po mnie długich, samotnych nocy. Twoja Falena.
By the flame! And the girl's lock of hair is still attached to the letter. It really is him. Forgive me, little brother. I should have returned sooner. What on earth were you doing in that cellar, Garwin? Why did someone want you dead? His murderer. He's here somewhere. And he will give me answers.
So, how's it going? Did you find out who it was? I'd rather get rid of the body before it starts to rot.
Nie, właśnie.
This man, he belonged to House Sawi.
By the father's beard. The others spent hours trying to figure it out. Tell the commander. He's going to be mighty pleased with you, my friend. Even his assassin didn't know who he was.
He's locked up in here, isn't he?
Yeah, in a cell close by. But I am in charge of the keys, and I open the doors for no one.
I need to see him.
No way. There's too much money at stake for me to let anyone see him. If you kill him, I'll lose all my money. And that would really get my knickers in a twist.
How much money is at stake?
About 125 stags, as far as I know. Why?
Listen, there's no telling if you're going to win this wager or not. However, I happen to have 125 stags in my purse. It's yours, if you give me the keys.
You'd give me that much for a bunch of keys? What do you want with this prisoner?
None of your business. So do you want the money or not?
Of course I do.
Then take it. Leave the tower, go do your rounds, and take that friend of yours who's waiting next door. You haven't seen or heard anything. Is that clear?
Very clear. Hand over the money, my friend.
List Faleny. Gdzie ty jesteś, przyjacielu? Gdzie ty jesteś? Tutaj jesteś.
Did you get a good eyeful, you son of a whore?
I ask the questions here. You're Oris, aren't you?
Bugger off.
Listen to me, fool. I'm not a gold cloak, but I can kill you right now if you so wish. On the other hand, should you answer my questions, I'll make it worth your while.
You're not from the City Watch? If you're telling the truth, I have nothing to lose. Ask your questions.
It was you who committed those murders in the sewers, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me. With my boys. I'm not in here for nothing.
Who? Who hired you?
That bastard. Janos Slint.
Slint?
The commander of the City Watch himself who told me to slit the throats of the two men hiding in that damn cellar. We'd known each other for some time. He came to me in the tavern.
Slint.
He said he'd
O
join
kurde.
me. Said it'd pay 300 silver stags. Enough to feed us all for more than a year. I asked for part of the money up front, as I always do. He told me to meet him at his office, and everything went well. But when two of my men and I came to collect the other half of the money after I'd completed the job, he had us thrown into this hole. He tricked me.
How did you meet? Did you serve as a gold cloak?
No, not at all. But I've done this kind of favor for the commander in the past. There'd never been any problem until now, so I didn't have any reason to doubt him. As I told you, I was in his office upstairs when he made his offer. He paid me the advance without any trouble. When he left to get the money, I took a quick look around his office. There was a letter. I can't read, but I recognized the seal I saw at the bottom of that letter. It was
O kurde.
Valar's, the Queen's lapdog.
Valar? Are you sure?
O, zaczyna się robić konkretnie.
And his bloodseekers have been getting in our way since they came to King's Landing. We're needed less and less because of them. I realized too late that it was them I was working for. I should have turned down this offer.
The Bloodseekers. Those damned thugs. If Valar really is behind all this, that letter may just help me bring him down. I have to get into this office.
Get me out of here! I told you everything you need to know. Your turn to help me. These scoundrels of the City Watch betrayed me. And now they're wagering on when I'm going to die. I'm the leader of the Reapers. If you save my life, you won't regret it.
Zemsta czy nie zemsta?
You took my brother's life. I pray to Relor that you'll suffer eternal damnation.
Ah!
Okej. Trzeba dostać na górę teraz. Kwater oficerskich. Nie będę ci powiedział. Nie będę ci mówił kto. Kim on jest. To są te kwatery oficerskie. Jak się tam dostać tutaj?
This tier is for officers only. You've no right to be here.
Czyli muszę jakoś się tam dostać. Porozmawiam z tym strażnikiem.
So, how much you want to bet?
I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you soon.
Aha. A jakbym z tamtym porozmawiał? Jednak muszę się tam dostać.
Hey, you. What are you doing here?
I've been ordered to collect some important documents for the small council of the Red Keep.
Oh? Upon whose orders?
Commander Janos Slint in person.
The commander? Why would he
O
ask you
kurde.
to do that?
Forget what I just said. If I want to get up there, I'll have to learn more about the commander. Enough to make up
O kurde. Uwielbiam takie misje, gdzie trzeba właśnie zbierać informacje i wykorzystywać przeciwko innym.
What's the matter?
Where is the commander? I haven't seen him for some time.
He left for the Red Keep earlier.
Commander Janis Slint spends a lot of time there these days.
Actually, he goes there more and more often. I heard that he might become a lord or something.
Okej, tu już jest jakaś tam informacja. Tu się wychodzi, to tu nie. Ale tu są jeszcze ludzie.
Only you could fall asleep right next to a crime scene.
Yeah, Sir Harold hasn't had me relieved for at least 2 days. But it could have been much worse.
Hello there, friend.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Were you just talking about a murder?
Oh, you mean you haven't heard about it? Now don't you worry about it. The commander's already found the killers and they're getting familiar
ja
with
tak.
dungeons. He's not commander for nothing, eh? He's at a private meeting at Red Keep as we speak. He's a big man, our commander. So, Benfrey, I hear you...
Okej. Wy?
Yes, but the commander seemed pretty desperate for us to burn
Czarnowłosego chłopaka.
his body as quickly as we could. It's a bit fishy
Bękarta.
to me, and I have a feeling...
Bękarta Roberta, podejrzewam. Kolejnego.
Yes, can we help you?
What's the name of the commander again? I keep forgetting.
Are you new around here, or simply an idiot? His name is Janos Slint. Be sure to remember it this time, or you won't last long around here.
He's at the Red Keep at the moment. I'll show you who it is when he gets back.
Okej, weź ten młot. Jeszcze tu byli. Sobie z nimi porozmawiamy. O, z nimi nie mogę.
I really had it with all this. If Harold wants to find out who this corpse was, why doesn't he look into it himself?
Not so loud. If he hears us, we're headed straight for the hole, or worse.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Excuse me. I heard you talk about Sir Harold. Is he truly that bad?
Let me guess. You're a new recruit, eh?
O,
So let me give you a good piece of advice. If there's one man you shouldn't irk, it's him.
Yeah, Sir Harold is the worst. I remember one day, one of the guards joked about his height. Nothing harsh, just a little laugh, you know. Well, he found out about it. The poor sod's been on latrine scrubbing duty ever since that day.
Keep away from him as much as you can.
okej, no to czyli już chyba wiem co mu sprzedać. świeżą kurę.
Hey, you. What are you doing?
I've been ordered to collect some important documents for the small council of the Red Keep.
Oh? Upon whose orders?
Commander Janos Slint in person.
The commander? Why would he ask you to do that?
I was traveling by his side to the Red Keep. Once there, he said he'd forgotten some documents and that I had to quickly return them to him or there'd be trouble.
Yeah. When the commander gives an order, you better do as he says. I'd rather not have any trouble. Go ahead. But move your ass.
No ja będę bardzo mówił as. Znaczy my ass. Nie you ass. No homo, my friend. Okej. Złoto.
So, here's the infamous letter. That assassin wasn't lying. Let's have a look.
Odpowiedzi do dowódcy Janosa Slinta. Cedric Rivers bezwarunkowo musi umrzeć. Chyba nie muszę przypominać, o co toczy się gra. Nie będzie zadowolona, dopóki nie pozbędziemy się wszystkich bękartów bez wyjątku. Jak wspomniałem, ja zajmuję się już inną ofiarą, która ukrywa się na północy. Co do twoich problemów z odszukaniem celów w kanałach królewskiej przystani, nie obchodzą mnie one. Ma sobie z tym natychmiast poradzić, korzystając z wszelkich możliwych środków. Cokolwiek by się nie działo, pamiętaj, że w tym przypadku dyskrecja jest dla korony sprawą największej wagi i dlatego nie wolno ci zostawić żadnych świadków. Sakiewka, którą ci dostarczyłem, powinna zawierać wystarczająco dużo smogu, by pokryć wszelkie wydatki z tym związane. Pamiętaj, że porażka nie wchodzi w grę. Okej. A, czyli teraz powinienem po prostu wyjść. Okej. Spotkam tu kogoś? Nie, myślałem, że ten Slint wróci. Już mogę wyjść. O! Nie było... Znaczy musieliśmy zbierać informacje, to chciałem powiedzieć, że nie było łatwe, ale... O, jesteś.
So, sir, did you find out what happened to your brother?
Yes. Valar had him executed. Mark my words. I'm going to find this murderer and cut him down where he stands.
I'm afraid that's not possible, sir. He left during your investigation with at least 100 men.
Setkę.
Ice and death. This wretched dog knows no limits. He killed my brother, and now he's trying to undermine any hope I have of gaining the Queen's favor. I must speak with Lord Halton immediately.
He awaits you at his residence.
Mogę się przebrać? Okej. Te wody. Okej, myślę, że to chyba wszystko. No to się sprzeda później. Fajnie, przebieram się na środku środku drogi. No ale to tak w sumie w RPG-ach, w każdym RPG to jest, że możemy tak ściągać siebie zbroję i tak dalej. No ale odkryliśmy ciało Gawena. O, nie powiem. Niespecjalnie tego się spodziewałem, chociaż miałem gdzieś tam gdzieś w głowie, że jednak on nie żyje.
Alistair, were you able to discover anything?
I know what happened. The murderers in the sewers were targeting a boy by the name of Cedric Rivers. His last name leaves no room for doubt. He's a bastard child, just like those the Queen is hunting down. But the assassins also killed whoever else was in the hideout at that time. And that's how Gawain fell victim to them.
How can something this dreadful have been allowed to happen?
Valar murdered my brother.
You believe your half-brother murdered Gawain? But Sir
No bo
Desmond
tak.
seems to suspect the bandits living in the sewers.
He is correct. However, the bandits were just pawns, and I have the proof right here. Valar is behind it all. This letter explains everything. It It is he who ordered the assassination. He signed it with his own hand.
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing?
Look at what's written here. See that you do not leave any witness. He must have known that Gawain would be with Cedric. Valar was trying to capture my brother after all. This was an ideal opportunity for him. He didn't leave him any chance of clearing his name.
You believe he acted out of revenge?
Obviously. He wants to wipe out the Sarwics and take control of Riverspring. Valar used this opportunity to get rid of him. One less obstacle in the way of his conquest.
No, jest tu trochę racji.
He will become head of House Sarwick, being both my sister's husband and my father's only descendant.
What are you planning to do?
Gawain was my brother. I can't just let that bastard Valar destroy my family. He will pay with his blood. I'll never let that wretch take the ancestral lands of House Sarwick. I already have this letter which proves his involvement in the sewer murders. I have to find out what it is that links these murders and expose Valar's treachery. Once the people learn of his treachery, the Queen will have no choice but to sever her ties with him.
You are right. The answer probably lies with the bastards that the Queen is hunting down.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, if you think about it, isn't that what all these murders have in common? All the victims were bastards. In fact, you helped track one of them down yourself, didn't you?
I only helped the Queen to get back my land and titles. It was the best way to show my loyalty, and I'm willing to get my hands dirty so that my family can regain its former wealth.
Certainly. And your resolve does you credit. But why did she call on you? If these targets really were enemies of the crown, why didn't she send the gold cloaks?
No właśnie.
She chose an inconspicuous method every time.
No właśnie.
The Queen does not wish for this matter to be made public.
These bastards are not chosen at random. Valar himself is one, but he's not worried. So there must be some other link between them. But what? I can't put my finger on it.
I might have a lead on this matter. One of my contacts at court passed a letter on to me. It's from Lord John Arryn himself,
O kurde.
the King's hand. He sent it to the Red Keep sometime before his death. It was meant for Grand Maester Pycelle, who sits on the Royal Council.
Master Pycelle, wielki maester.
But what did it say?
Well, John Arryn asked the Grand Maester to consult a book on the lineages of the Seven Kingdoms. And this came after he was seen in the company of Stannis Baratheon.
Stannis Baratheon.
Dens of ill repute. It caused quite a stir. If you're unfamiliar with these two men, they have long established reputations of unfailing virtue. Normally, neither of them would
No tak, Stannis nigdy nie skorzystał z usług.
After a little investigating, I learned that the Hand had visited half a dozen bastards that day, one of whom was the Potter that you and Sir Valar killed. In light of all these pieces of information, I've some doubts that John Arryn's death was...
No bo nie umarł śmiercią naturalną.
You think that because he was walking about town and consulting some tome on lineage that someone had the hand of the king assassinated?
Think about it. If John Arryn discovered something about those bastards that someone powerful didn't want him to know, I have a feeling that this book on lineages holds the key to this mystery. And I've sent word to a man capable of shedding light on all of that for us. He's a Maester of the city called Rupert. He's also
także Ruperta nie znam.
And it just so happens that he has worked on the book. I do not know him personally, but he has agreed to meet with us. He was asked to bring a copy of the tomb.
Why call on this Maester Rupert?
Grand Maester Pycelle is the Queen's loyal servant.
No tak. Pycelle jest... Znaczy był strasznie wierny.
There is still one concern to settle. The payment.
How much is he asking for?
That's the problem. He does not seek money. If he did, this matter would already be settled. He wants a particular settlement, but he refuses to explain himself in writing. He would rather discuss this in private.
Fine.
Okay.
I will meet with him. Where can I find him?
The meeting has been arranged near an illegal arena, hidden in the sewers. I sincerely hope he will give us the help we need. I've already taken the liberty of sending Sir Desmond there, as he knows these parts well. He will be able to come to your aid if something goes wrong.
Thank you, Lord Holt.
Okej, ale do Ruperta pójdziemy już w następnym odcinku, więc jeśli film was sporo, zostawcie łapkę w górę, jeśli chcecie co zapytać, coś dopowiedzieć mi porać, piszcie komentarze, jeżeli kanał jest sporo, jak chcecie być na bieżąco, subskrybujcie, więc cześć i do usłyszenia.